Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Friday, the day we've all been waiting for. Or as I like to call it, the end of the weekly endurance test we fondly refer to as work. Get ready for 8 minutes of the most life-changing, heartwarming, and deeply sarcastic inspiration you'll ever experience. Because who needs real motivation when you have me? Let's start with a classic, the art of doing the bare minimum. Why give 100% when you can get away with 50% and still call it a day? Remember folks, it's not about how hard you work, but about how good you look while pretending to work. Take a page from our beloved Gen Z masters of the side hustle and ghosting. They've perfected the balance of looking busy while binge-watching the latest series on their phone. Kudos, kids, us Gen Xers, we were the original slackers, but at least we had the decency to look bored while doing it. Life is chaos, pure and simple. And trying to control it, absolute madness. So why bother? Embrace the unpredictability, let the chips fall where they may, and remember, the best stories come from the worst plans. Just look at the boomers. They didn't plan for avocado toast to ruin the housing market, but here we are. So let's stop pretending we can control everything and just enjoy the ride. And let's not forget the Xennials, that micro-generation caught between analog childhoods and digital adulthoods. They learned to type on typewriters and grew up to be tech support for their boomer parents. If they can navigate that kind of chaos, so can you. Embrace your inner Xennial and find joy in both the old school and the high tech. Let's talk about expectations. The lower the better. Set the bar so low that tripping over it feels like a victory. Millennials, this one's for you. You've been told you can be anything you want, but let's be real. Most of us aren't going to be astronauts or rock stars. And that's okay. Aim for something achievable like getting out of bed before noon or not burning your breakfast. Celebrate those tiny victories because sometimes that's all we need to get through the day. And to my fellow Gen Xers, we mastered this a long time ago. Remember when playing outside was the pinnacle of childhood achievement? We didn't need fancy toys, a stick and some dirt would do. Set your expectations low and you'll never be disappointed. Multitasking is overrated. Here's a truth bomb, multitasking is overrated. You're not a superhero, you're a human with a finite amount of brain power. Focus on one thing at a time and do it well. Or don't, who am I to judge? Gen X, remember when we had to actually concentrate on one thing because we didn't have smartphones to distract us every 5 seconds? Good times. Now try to apply that ancient wisdom and see how it goes. Multitasking is like juggling flaming swords while riding a unicycle, impressive but ultimately unnecessary and potentially disastrous. Slow down, take a breath, and give your full attention to one task at a time. It might not be as flashy, but it's a lot less likely to end in a metaphorical or literal fire. Social media detox. Social media, the great equalizer. It's where Gen Z shows off their dance moves, millennials post about their self-care routines, and boomers share questionable political memes. But here's a radical idea. Take a break, go outside, touch grass, as the kids say. You might just find that life is a bit more enjoyable when you're not constantly comparing yourself to everyone else's highlight reel. Remember when socializing meant actually talking to people face to face? Crazy times. A social media detox doesn't mean you have to give up technology entirely. Just take a step back and reconnect with the world around you. You'll be surprised at how refreshing it can be. The joy of saying no. Let's embrace the joy of saying no. No, I don't want to attend that meeting. No, I won't join your MLM scheme. No, I'm not interested in your political rant. Learn to say no without guilt and watch your stress levels drop. This is especially relevant for millennials who have been conditioned to say yes to every opportunity. Trust me, saying no can be the most liberating thing you do. And for the Xennials, caught between the overcommitted boomers and the boundary-setting millennials, take a stand. Practice saying no in the mirror if you have to. It's a small word with big power. No is a complete sentence. Use it wisely and watch your life improve. Generational wisdom. Each generation has its wisdom. Boomers taught us the value of hard work, even if it meant missing out on our childhoods. Gen X showed us that slacking off and being sarcastic can be a form of survival. Millennials brought avocado toast into our lives, and Gen Z, well, they've reminded us that it's okay to demand change and be unapologetically ourselves. Take the best from each generation and create your own unique blend of awesomeness. And let's not forget the Xennials again. bridging the gap with their unique perspective. They understand the frustrations of dial-up internet and the convenience of Wi-Fi. They've navigated both worlds and come out stronger for it. Embrace that adaptability and let it guide you. The myth of perfection. Perfection is a myth, an unattainable goal that only serves to make us miserable. Strive for progress, not perfection. It's okay to make mistakes, to stumble and fall. What matters is that you get back up and keep moving forward. Perfection is boring. It's the flaws and quirks that make life interesting. Remember those school projects where you worked all night to make it perfect only to realize you missed a crucial detail? That's life. It's messy, unpredictable, and far from perfect. Embrace the imperfections and you'll find a lot more joy in the journey. Work-life balance is a joke. Work-life balance is a nice idea, but let's be honest, it's a joke. The scales are always tipped one way or the other. Instead of striving for balance, aim for harmony. Integrate your work and personal life in a way that makes sense for you. Sometimes work will take priority, and other times, life will. And that's okay. Gen X, remember when we had to physically leave work behind at the office? Now, work follows us home on our devices. Set boundaries where you can, and don't feel guilty about prioritizing your personal life. After all, nobody looks back and wishes they'd spent more time in meetings. Finding your passion. Finding your passion is great, but it's not the be-all and end-all of life. Sometimes it's okay to have a job that pays the bills while you pursue your interests on the side. Not every passion needs to be monetized or turned into a career. Enjoy what you do, and do what you enjoy, but don't stress about making it your entire identity. Millennials, you've been told to follow your dreams, but dreams can change. It's okay to pivot, to explore different paths, and to find new passions along the way. Life is a series of adventures, embrace them all. So there you have it, folks, 8 minutes or so of pure, unadulterated sarcasm mixed with just a hint of truth. As you head into the weekend, remember, life is too short to take seriously. Laugh at the absurdity, embrace the chaos, and don't forget to enjoy the little things. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more sarcastic wisdom. And leave a comment below sharing your own inspiration and tips. I'd love to hear what keeps you going. Come back next week for more life-changing insights. Until then, keep doing whatever it is you do. See ya!